versus Thrall.
For Doomhammer.
You asked for it.
Alright, so none of these are particularly great cards to start with. It's debatable whether I want to keep the Yeti. It's a good turn 4 play. We have the coin, so it might be something we can play out. But I do almost want to try and draw into a turn 2 or a coin out play. So I'm okay with this. This will work. Lets us keep the coin a little bit more, and hopefully will help us curve out a little bit better. So, all right. Go, go, Murloc Raider. Totem Killer Extraordinaire. It's also possible we'll see a tempo play from him. Nope. All right, I'm okay with that. Let's see. All right. Not much I can do there. So I'm thinking turn 4 will likely be the Violet Teacher, depending on what he plays. Because if he plays something that I need to deal with, like, for example, a questing adventure, yeah, I think that one can take a fastball. I don't particularly feel like watching that get too much bigger. And this way, turn 4, we can play out the Violet Teacher, and or play out the Venture Co-Merc, depending again on what's played. All right, with that out, I think the correct answer in this case is Venture Co-Mercenary, which allows us to deal with the Yeti and force it, and it may actually draw out a what's the word I'm looking for? One of his hexes if he has it. So we'll see.
What you want?
Or that. All right, it's turn 5. Let's see. All right. Yeah, I think it's worth sheeping that and dealing with that. He may spend the turn clearing out my my Ventrico with his 2 minions. He may not.
It's time for a little blood.
Okay, so the beautiful thing about this next play is that I'm going to clear his board, and I'm going to keep my Ventrico, which I love. Goodbye, board. Goodbye. The other nice thing is that he's running through his hand fairly quickly, which means he's losing out on a lot of options that he could be playing through. Hopefully he plays something else here to make a Flame Strike worth it, which he did. So the debate now is whether to deal with what's on the board or play it out, and I think the Ventrico has done his job. Well, actually no, I think we'll play this out and just continue to keep pressure on him and keep the Ventrico available. All right, so now I'm pretty comfortable getting rid of the Ventrico, and since he didn't bother to ever like hex it or anything like that, I feel very, very comfortable playing out the Ogre. So we'll keep one threat on the board at a time right now because I don't think that he can overwhelm. Not with the lack of cards that he has right now. Next turn, if he plays a smaller threat, we can Violet Teacher and Frostbolt it. And that will probably set him back enough tempo that we can deal with him pretty easily. That's my hope anyway. It depends on what he top decked. Alright, no, that's fine. Four, five, six, seven. Sweet. Alright. So Violet Teacher. Mana Worm. Frostbolt. We'll go ahead and ping that once and end the turn. That way next turn we can just deal with that with a single ping, unless he can heal it in some way. And if he can, we've got enough minions on the board that I think we can pretty easily deal with him. Depending on what he has. He could also surprise me with a lightning storm, since I've filled the board with a couple of minions, but both the Boulder Fist Ogre and the Violet Teacher will definitely survive that, so I'm not too particularly worried about that happening. We've also got the Fen Creeper to stop any aggression he has, so we could potentially have a turn in a moment to deal with it, but looks like he's going to play that out again. And in this case, I think we are going to Fen Creeper and kill that off. And we can do that. We could do that with the Violet Teacher, but I think instead we are going to do it with 2, 3, 4, 5, which means that I can play you. So we'll 2, 4, 5, and swing to the face for 3. It does keep a 5/5 up, but I don't really mind losing the Fen Creeper. And then next turn I can pretty freely trade with the Harvest Golem. Depending on, of course, what he does with that card.
For the Lich King!
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've got about 11 on board right now. Okay, interesting. Swinging for face, which is an odd choice, because that means that I can trade fairly well. I get to choose my trades in this case. Which, let's see. So I think first things first, we'll deal with that. Deal with you. Deal with you. You. Play a questing. Play you out. And drop that. Alright, I think that's a turn. Depending on what he top decks, it's not really possible he could board clear. At best, he could draw a taunt and deal with that, but essentially what I'm going to do is continue to clear his board and try and keep him down as much as possible. Alright, that's unfortunate, but it's not necessarily the worst target in the world, so I'm not too worried about it. I think we'll do that. Clear that, play out that. And we're going to continue to hold the water elemental back because I'm paranoid. And I'm afraid he may drop something that board clears fairly efficiently. And then we'll be, I think, a little bit short of lethal. Actually, yeah, we'd be about 1 short of lethal if he can board clear efficiently. Which he can't. At this point, he has lost even with that.
Well
So we'll go ahead and give him a well played. Swing there. There. And there. There we go. It's game 2. We're on a roll. Let's see how long we can keep this going.